What's up, Flamin Nation? We are back again with another lit video. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Today we are about to chop it up. This was recommended from a supporter. I've been getting a lot of DMs from you guys. Like, a lot of you guys, man, is going through a lot. And you guys just let me know, like, my YouTube channel, like, really inspire you. It puts you in a good space, you know, all this good stuff. And I just want to tell you guys I appreciate it. So this supporter had inboxed me. She is actually fighting cancer right now. She's going through chemo and stuff like that, and she just told me, you know, with her watching my videos and saying my walk with God and stuff like that, what I was talking about, really helped her out a lot. And she just asked me to speak on something. She wanted me to talk about when did I know God was real. I just want to tell shout outs to her, man. God bless. Keep your head up. I know life can be super hard sometimes, man, super hard, but we face battles in life. You never know what kind of, you know what I'm saying, what curveball you gonna get. When you get it, you just gotta always keep your faith, keep your head held high, and knowing no matter how it turns out, God's gonna always have your back. So she just wanted me to speak on the times that I knew, when I knew God was real. So I don't know a lot of you guys really, well, before we get into this, man, if you're new to my channel, I appreciate you for tuning into this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications so you'll be the first one to get notified every time I drop a banger. Flamin Nation, I need all you guys to like this video. I need all you guys to give me a comment below and run these views up, man, run them up. So she wanted me just to speak on the time that I knew God was real. And honestly, guys, I don't know a lot of you guys' religion, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm not religious, I'm not a Christian or none of that. I'm just a believer. I believe. That's just it. You feel me? That's it with me. So I don't know a lot of you guys' religion, Flamin Nation, but I hope you all are walking with God and you know what I'm saying, walking with faith and strength and love, you know what I'm saying? So she just wanted me to talk about the time that I knew God was real. Guys, honestly, I've been in so much stuff, as you guys can tell from my story times. I've been in a lot of stuff, and it's not just one particular time that I knew God was real. Every incident that I faced in life, I knew God was real. I was brought up, you know what I'm saying, in church and stuff like that due to my grandmother. But of course, when I got like close to teenage years, that's when I started wilding and stuff like that. But I always believed, I always had faith. I done went through a lot of incidents, and I knew that was God on my side. So I can't just say it was just like one particular time when I knew God was real. So I'm just going to name a lot of incidents that I've been in that I knew God was real. So guys, I've been in 2 car accidents. One, I ended up flying out the window, and I ended up being in a coma for a month. Due to prayers and stuff and my family and stuff, I knew God brought me out of that. You know what I'm saying? Pushing forward. I've been in jail. You feel me? I've been in the streets. I've been in foster care. Not because I was a bad kid, guys, but due to my dad on some weird stuff. I don't want to get into that. I done actually been in shootouts. I was not the shooter, guys, but it was just like a party we was at, and it was a shootout. Dudes was out there shooting. Bullets flew past us. Unfortunately, one of the bullets ended up hitting my sis in the head. I ended up witnessing her dying. I ended up witnessing my brother dying. I ended up witnessing my grandmother passing from cancer. My papa just died. I ended up witnessing a good friend of mine, Alicia, passing from cancer. And then on top of that, in this midst of that too, with Alicia, on top of dealing with me losing another close friend of mine, not to death or nothing, we just felt like it was best that we, you know what I'm saying? So you would just think, and it's so much other things as well, guys. There's so many other things. I probably even forgot it. I've been through so much. But people always want to know, like, how you sitting here right now making these videos look like you just had this perfect life. You amazing. And guys, I went through all this stuff, and I made it through all these things with the grace of God. Every incident that I ever been in, I prayed. Every incident, I felt like I was going to buckle. I was going to give up. Breakups, just life period. You feel me? I always prayed, and I always asked God for strength. Me dealing right now with me dealing with 2 losses in different ways, I pray for strength. I pray for strength. I pray for my pain to go away. I pray for more understanding, and just more knowledge from him. You know what I'm saying? I pray for a lot. And guys, when I can honestly tell you, them are me being where I'm at right now in life with everything that I ever been through, guys, and you guys ain't even heard half of it. I've been through so much more. These story times I just gave y'all, that's just the beginning, man. I've been through so much more, and I wouldn't have got this far without God. Every situation that I ever been in, whether if it was good, whether if it was bad, God brought me through every situation. And being able to sit here right now and be a YouTuber now and give you guys amazing videos and give you guys my life stories and give you good stories of mine and also bad stories of mine, I can tell my stories to you guys. That lets me know that God is real. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't ever made it this far. Right now I'm alone. I'm by myself. You feel me? Through my whole process in life, I never was by myself. I was with God and probably with other individuals or whatever. But right now, as we speak right now, I am by myself and still walking with him. God is real, man. God is real, guys. And I just want to let you guys know, man. You know, so I get a lot of supporters. I get a lot of supporters right now. You guys are very open and honest. And I just want to tell you guys, to my supporters, I appreciate you guys for being so open and honest with me about y'all life. Like, y'all don't have to open up. I think God, like, so far, I can say, if I'm not miscounting, like 7 people so far that's dealing with something. I got a lot of you guys, that's a few of you guys that's facing cancer. And I think my Alicia story kind of like made y'all open up and stuff to me. But of course I got other people too in different fields or just going through breakups or anything. I just want to tell you guys, like, honestly, this is another thing that I know God is working through, because he gave me this platform, not just for me to entertain y'all, but he know the type of person I am. He know I have a heart. He know I'm very loving and caring, whether if I know you or not. If I see you going through something and you need my advice, I feel like I've been through so much to where I can coach people, I can talk to people, I can be there for people. And I think that's one thing that he placed YouTube in my life. Like, I love YouTube and I love you guys. You get what I'm saying? I just want you guys to know, like, life is hard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not meant to be in your life forever. Life is not always meant to be great. You're going to go through battles. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose things. You know what I'm saying? But you got to always know that you're a fighter. You are a warrior. You know what I'm saying? God put you on this earth for a reason. People go through cancer. People go through all type of different things. But if you really look at it, at the end of the day, that makes you stronger. Any negative situation that you have to face in life, any way that you can, try to turn it positive. You know what I'm saying? Just try to look at the outcome as positive. And always remind yourself, man, at the end of the day, we're not always here forever. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's in your life, you know what I'm saying, you appreciate them, you love them, you care for them, you be there for them. You know what I'm saying? You acknowledge that. You let them know that you love them. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody is not here forever. Everybody always have their path. And I just want you guys to know, when you are facing things in life, bad situation, and sometimes you can be like, God, you know what I'm saying, God's supposed to be there for me, and why am I going through this, and I shouldn't be going through this. I personally feel, honestly, and I'm just going to speak on how I feel. Everybody have their own feelings and their own thoughts and emotions and stuff about it. I feel like we placed in this life, we just placed here, right? I do feel like at the end of the day, we have work down here to do for him, whether if it's saving souls out here, being there for people, you giving back to people, you giving a word to people, whatever it is. I do feel like you placed down here to enjoy life, but you also placed down here to do some work for him, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes in life, you're going to go through things to where it's going to make you question God, right? People do that. I mean, at the end of the day, they say you shouldn't, but at the end of the day, we're human. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he fought us for that. But I do feel like here on earth, guys, I just feel like he don't have control. I don't feel like he have control over things, what happen in life. I just feel like he have control on what happens in the afterlife, whatever afterlife is, whether if it's heaven, whether it's here, there. At the end of the day, I really don't know. I just know what I believe. You get what I'm saying? So, guys, just don't ever question when you go through things in life. We living in this world, man. I don't think he have no control over it, because he's a good God. And if he did, I do honestly feel like he would give us this perfect world Just like you got people out here running and very negative and very hurtful and careless and hurting people and hurting kids and stuff like that. If he can change that, you think he really wants somebody to hurt a kid? People run in their own lane. I do feel like God give y'all, you know what I'm saying, give y'all things. I mean, I just feel like God just, you know what I'm saying, we just out here and you just pick the road that you want to go down. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we get sick and stuff like that. You just got to be a warrior. You got to be a fighter. You got to know whether, and it sucks to say this, but you got to know whether if you stay here or whether if you go. If you are a believer and you believe and you are a warrior and you are powerful and you have the strength to overcome anything, you're going to be okay. No matter what happens after the fact, whether if you stay on earth or whether if you go, you're going to be okay in the long run. You just always have to remember that, guys. I'm very proud of myself to be where I'm at today in life. I came from a crazy background. Not too crazy. I was very blessed with my grandmother and my auntie and stuff like that. So growing up as a kid, life was perfectly fine. I had a loving family and stuff like that. Getting to my teenage years, really after losing my brother is when I really just lost it. So everything that I went through in life, it was a lesson for me. And I'm the type of person, it took me a minute, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to grow to get to where I'm at right now. But as I look back at my life and the things that I went through and things that I've been through, it made me the person that I am today. Honestly, it made me appreciate life. It made me appreciate people in my life. It made me want to be there for people more. And like with my YouTube channel, like Flamin Nation, I genuinely love you guys. I mean, I think you guys know how passionate I am, and I'm passionate about everything in my life. I love YouTube to death. Flamin Nation, I would not be nothing without you guys, and I love you guys, man. I love you guys with everything in me. Honestly, like I'm not joking. Like I genuinely love you guys, and I love to give back any type of knowledge that I have, any type of support I can give back to you guys. Love, you know what I'm saying, advice, anything, you feel me? So to my supporter that actually reached out, you know what I'm saying, and told me her story about her having cancer right now, how my videos is, and she wanted this video, and I'm so happy that, you know what I'm saying, she put this on me, on my heart, you know what I'm saying, to get this video to you guys. Because, you know, we just get it lit, we get it spicy. I tell my story times, which is cool, but we cannot forget the reason why we're here today, why we're here right now, why I'm making this video, why y'all listening to me right now. The grace of God, you get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, just always make sure you're in tune with him any way that you can. You know what I'm saying, nobody is perfect at this, so it's okay, go at your own pace, but make sure you always pray every day. You always thank him for everything that you have in your life, because it can be so much worse. You're going through anything, don't never give up, man. Make sure you always bow your head and say, I am a warrior, I am a fighter, I'm going to beat this, I'm going to come out way stronger than I ever been before. God got me, God got me, and I guarantee you he got you guys. He got you guys. I love you guys, Flamin Nation. To my supporter again, to all my supporters that's going through something right now, no matter what it is, relationship, family, friends, sickness, illness, financial, it doesn't matter. If you need someone to talk to, honestly, and I'm being truthful to you, you can jump in my DM, you can holler at me, and I would love to be there for you guys. Honestly, I appreciate you guys, Flamin Nation. This was really a touchy video for me. God is amazing in my life right now. Honestly, you guys will never know how I'm making these videos right now, but I lost 2 people at the same time, which Alicia and somebody else that was very close to me, but no, she did not die. But again, and I'm still sitting here right now, honestly, part of the little broken, but guess what? I'm still moving forward. I'm not letting that break me down. I still pray every night for strength for that. I just pray for everything, and I still tell them at the end of the day, no matter what I'm facing in life right now, I am super blessed to still be sitting here making these videos for y'all, even though sometimes I get into my moments to where I'm human, right? So I get my days, but I still don't forget about y'all. I still don't forget about me, and I don't forget about him. So you guys make sure you do the same. Don't forget about you. Don't forget about your family. Don't forget about him. He's going to always be there no matter what you have to face in life. Flamin Nation, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys always. Always. You guys are a big part of me now, man. You guys are family. I love you guys. Again, to the next video.